All right, folks, buckle up, grab your popcorn, because today we're diving into the world of Donald Trump. Yep, the man, the myth, the walking, talking gold leaf enigma. Forget politics for a second. Like he's the Marvel anti-hero of Manhattan. Except this superpower is branding everything with his name. Yes, even the stakes, Trump stakes, they existed, look it up. Let's go back in time to Trump's childhood. Little Donnie Trump was born in Queens, New York back in the good old days of 1946. His dad, Fred Trump, was a no-nonsense real estate mogul who built houses that basically screamed,
"I'm affordable, but also slightly better than your neighbors."
Fred was the kind of guy who told his kids,
"Don't just win, crush your competition and take their lunch money."
and boy did young Donald take that advice to heart. You could say he was born with a silver spoon in his mouth, but honestly, it was probably gold-plated, and this was your average suburban home. Oh no! The Trump family mansion had 23 rooms. It's the kind of house where you need a map to find the bathroom, and a GPS to make it back to the living room. Fast forward to teenage Donald. He was, let's just say, a bit of a handful. His dad shipped him off to military school for being too much. Too much energy. Too much eraser throwing, too much Trump. At military school, young Donald learned discipline. And by discipline, I mean how to yell at people effectively and be the captain of the baseball team. After a stint at Wharton Business School, where he majored in inheritance maximization, Donald joined his dad's real estate company. Now, at this point, it was called E. Trump and Sons. Not exactly a brand that screams future president, right? So Donald, being Donald, said forget the Sons. It's all about the Trump, and rebranded it as the Trump Organization. And then there's Ivana, not to be confused with Melania or Marla. Ivana was Trump's first wife, a Czech-born skier and businesswoman who helped run his casinos and raised their 3 kids, Don Jr., Ivanka, and Eric. Now, let's talk about the kids, because if there's one thing the Trumps know how to do, it's keeping the family name in the spotlight. Donald Trump Jr., the eldest son and arguably the most vocal Trump kid, Don JRB, grew up following his dad around construction sites, learning the ropes of the family business. He became a key player in the Trump Organization, known for his love of hunting, Twitter tirades, and fiery speeches. Ivanka Trump is a businesswoman and former advisor to her father. My goddess! Ivanka was involved in various real estate projects. During her father's presidency, she served as a senior advisor and directed the Office of Economic Initiatives and Entrepreneurship. Eric Trump, the quiet one of the bunch. Eric focused on running the Trump Organization's day-to-day operations. He's also known for his charity work, especially with the Eric Trump Foundation, about famous events in Trump's life. Before Donald Trump became the most powerful man in the world, he lived a life filled with headline-making moments that felt straight out of a blockbuster movie. Then came the 80s. Wow! Bigger egos and the biggest deal of all. Trump Tower, Fifth Avenue. Trump built a tower so shiny, it probably blinded the neighbors, and in typical Trump fashion, he made sure the world knew about it. Fun fact, the tower's atrium has more marble than an Italian grandmother's kitchen. In the late 80s and early 90s, Trump bet big on Atlantic City's casino boom. He opened the Trump Taj Mahal, the Trump Plaza, and the Trump Marina. For a while, he dominated the boardwalk, calling the Taj Mahal the 8th wonder of the world. But the casinos quickly fell into debt, leading to several high-profile bankruptcies. By the 2000s, Trump transitioned from real estate mogul to TV superstar. NBC's The Apprentice introduced Trump to a whole new generation. His catchphrase, "You're fired," became iconic, and his role as a no-nonsense boss turned him into a household name. And then, 2015 happened. Trump went from reality TV star to presidential candidate, faster than a Twitter meltdown. He made big promises.
We will make America powerful again. We will make America wealthy again.
And even bigger claims, like Mexico was going to pay for a wall.
Spoiler alert, they didn't.
The media treated his candidacy like a joke, but here's the thing about jokes. Sometimes they land. Trump took over the Republican primaries, like it was the boardroom of The Apprentice. Then came election night 2016. Plot twist of the century. Trump won the presidency. On January 20, 2017, Donald Trump was sworn in as the 45th President of the United States. From day one, Trump made history and headlines with his bold policies and Twitter dominance. 2018, Trump met North Korean leader Kim Jong-un, making him the first sitting U.S. president to meet a North Korean leader. Their summits, filled with handshakes and photo ops, aimed to denuclearize the Korean peninsula. 2020 brought a global pandemic and a fiercely contested election. Trump's handling of COVID-19 sparked both support and criticism. Operation Warp Speed accelerated vaccine development, but debates over masks and lockdowns divided the nation. In November, Trump lost to Joe Biden but refused to concede, claiming widespread voter fraud. On January 6, 2021, Trump supporters stormed the Capitol during the certification of Biden's win. Trump was impeached for incitement of insurrection, making him the first president to be impeached twice. He was acquitted in the Senate. After years of rallies, speeches, and staying active in politics, Trump announced his 2024 run and won. So, what do you think? Is Donald Trump the ultimate comeback kid? A master marketer? Or just someone who plays life like a giant game of Monopoly? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Because unlike Trump, I can't build a golden tower, but I can build a killer YouTube channel. See you next time.